Well, hello and welcome to this special video, because normally I don't do a lot of reviews, but yeah, this time I decided to do a review for this game, Far Cry 5. It's been out for a couple of weeks right now, and maybe you're still in the idea of you should buy it or not. If you're still deciding, well, maybe if you like my content, then you can make your decision with this video and the stuff I'm going to show you today, because I thought it might be a nice thing to do something different, create a review of this game. Maybe you've seen the showcase which I've done also in Far Cry 5 of the great environment, and yeah, this review is named The Good, The Bad and The Ugly, and I would like to discuss Far Cry 5 in that order as well. And starting with the good and probably the best of this game, and that's the atmosphere and the surroundings of this game. I mean, if you are exploring the game like we're doing here in this forest, an example, but let's see if we're going for a area which has a little bit more light and more things to see, then I have to say I was fully surprised with how great this game looks. I had seriously no expectations of it, because I thought it was just a simple reskin of Far Cry 3 and 4, and I didn't find Far Cry 4 especially to be that impressive. But yeah, they done a very good job with atmosphere in this game, and the graphics especially. I think they focused a lot on the graphics. As you can see here, if I would hide my weapon, how it looks very good. And yeah, it's really a great looking game, and that really helps the atmosphere and the immersion that you are being sucked in this game. And let me show you. Let's see, video settings. I have everything in ultra, so on 1440p, and yeah, I'm really enjoying the environment of this game. So again, this really helps immersion in this wonderful land of Montana, the United States of America. But yeah, so that's really the best looking thing in my opinion. And let's see, I did have a list here of things I would like to discuss. Also, what I really like, and I've liked this from all the Far Cry games, especially Far Cry 2 and 3, but also Far Cry 4 had some ridiculous weapons like the MG42, the German machine gun, and a semi-automatic bullpup sniper rifle, stuff like that. I really like the guns in Far Cry. They feel really good. The recoil is very good. And they've done that, continue to do that in Far Cry 5. I do have a feeling that they do not have as much guns as they had in Far Cry 4, but maybe that's just me. But yeah, if you are a gun nut like myself, Far Cry 5 is really a thing. Yeah, when it comes to good things, I think we've handled the most important things here: the guns and the graphics, the atmosphere. So what about the bad and the ugly? Well, if we can continue with this, the guns section, the guns are really a joke when it comes to balance. I mean, if you're watching a movie on YouTube from guys who are recommending weapons, they probably say the AK-47 is the best weapon. Wow, I really suck there. The AK-47 is the best weapon, or you should use the SPAS-12 for close combat, or the Chris Vector. And yeah, for sniper rifles, let's see, do I have that sniper rifle? No, I don't. Okay, that's alright. The sniper rifle is very good, and that's all true, but what I find really funny and interesting is that at the beginning of this game, because you're being dropped all in chaos, in my opinion, you start with a very stupid pistol and you find a assault rifle at the beginning, but I think that assault rifle really sucks. But what you can do is for $1,800 buy this weapon, the M60 light machine gun. And you might be thinking, why is that such a big deal? This gun is God. Really is the God gun. And even while you're unlocking guns later on, like an example, this machine gun, the M249, it's nowhere compared with this M60, because when you put a suppressor on this thing and you put a scope on it, it's just a fully automatic sniper rifle to start with. It has some very powerful bullets. Let's see if I'm able to demonstrate it with this deer. Yeah, now I am. Insanely powerful. But also hipfire, it does very well, and it will kill everything in almost 1 or 2 shots. And just put a suppressor on it, and nobody will notice you unless they spot you. And with this scope, it's again a fully automatic sniper rifle. It's really ridiculous. And you know what? I'm going to show you that with liberating an outpost. There's still one here. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Am I able to get here pretty fast? Yeah, I am. Okay, so let me show you how ridiculous this weapon is. And let's see. And as I said, what I really think of this game the first time I started, my first impression was that this game is really chaotic, as in a way that you have no clue what's really going on. I mean, you get like an intro story of how you're getting in Montana, but yeah, you know, the lore, it's really weird that you're inside a American mainland and nobody has any idea what's going on, that a crazy cult is taking over and all. That's just really weird when it comes to the lore. What the hell are you doing? These guys making a lot of noise and distracting me. But yeah, the lore I think is really weird in Far Cry 5. It's also the most non-believable story I've ever seen probably in a video game. And also an example, I just finished, let's see, this part here, the, what is it, John's region. And without spoiling too much, I can say, by the way, this is a spoiler then. At the end mission, John is like calling you and saying, hey man, I got your friends captured, but yeah, just come by so you can save them. And what this main character is actually doing inside the game, he is just walking to that specific location without anything weird or something, without any suspicion. He just walks to the front door and of course get knocked out, and yeah, then from there the story continues. But there are so many weird, unbelievable things, you know, which are not really, which really breaks immersion in my opinion. Let's see, what are the other things I would like to talk about? Yeah, it's way chaotic, because something that bothers me as well is when you start a game and you start in a region somewhere, let's see here, it's so freaking chaotic because you constantly are being attacked by bad guys, which are driving around in their vehicles, and you are being encountered by them all the freaking time. You have no rest, and the only reason why it's so quiet here in this region now is because I cleared it. Because if we go to the Faith region, which I've started to do, and we're going to see that perhaps later in this video, there are constant enemies, constant spawning of enemies. They're driving around, and that feels way too chaotic. It's way overdone, and yeah, that's something that really bothered me and what I find really annoying. And let's see, and yeah, and still, you know, I have to say the animations are done a little bit better, are done a little bit different, because Far Cry 4 felt a lot like just a simple reskin of Far Cry 3 when it comes to gameplay and all. Far Cry 4 has done it a little bit better, but you have to admit, a lot of things still feel as a reskin. I mean, it's like the 5th Far Cry... Oh, wait a minute. Die, will you? Let's blow this thing up. Okay, I hope the guys there didn't hear me, but yeah, it's, in my opinion, this should be the last Far Cry game that they need to make without completely re-engineering it, like they've done with Far Cry 3 if you compare it to Far Cry 2, because all the previous Far Cry games are just feel like reskins with yeah, with just 2 less new things. So yeah, that's really something they need to change. And let's see, what else did I want to discuss? Yeah, also what's really Far Cry since Far Cry 3 are these freaking annoying mandatory flying and driving missions. I mean, who seriously still cares for those missions? I'm so frustrated when I have to do them for, you know, the story and all, because I really don't like them, and I can't really imagine anyone is really liking the flying or driving missions. And if you disagree, please let me know in the comments. I'm really curious about that. Let's see, was that everything I wanted to say about, yeah, about this? Pretty much it is. Far Cry 5, it's an amazing environment, so really immersive. That looks really good. The graphics are absolutely next level when you compare it with Far Cry 3 or 5. Even when it maybe looks like a reskin, the lighting and all, and the outdoor areas and indoor areas, that's done very well. And for the graphics and for the immersion feeling, for exploring the country, this country, I would say it's a great game. But for the story-wise, they could have done that a lot better. It should be less chaotic. Maybe there's a mod, perhaps, that's going to be released later on, which makes the game less chaotic, less random spawns and stuff like that. So yeah, if you love the previous Far Cry games, of course this is a great game that you like to play. And I've playing it a couple of days now because I just like the shooting action, and that's what's still great about Far Cry 5. But for the rest, don't expect a complete new experience. So let's end this video with showing you guys how amazingly powerful this M60 with a suppressor and a scope is. Because yeah, it's just available at the beginning of the game, and it's just a beast, a broken beast of a weapon. So I'm going to shut up now, and I'm going to kill some enemies with hip fire, with ranged fire. So let's see where they are. There's 2 down. There's 3 down. Let's see, anyone else here which I maybe can hip fire?
Can't leave my post. Go check out that noise.
There are some guys there. So maybe let's sneak attack them if that's possible. You see, it's just like a sniper rifle. It's really ridiculous. And then you can imagine I can still fire it fully automatic. So let's see if I can just get close to an enemy or something. Hello? Who is still left here? Oh, there's someone there. Just look at that. Just a single click, just single taps. And it's just insanely powerful, this gun, this M60. But as I said before, you can purchase it from the beginning of the game, from $1,800. Put a suppressor on it, put that scope on it, and you're pretty much invincible for the entire freaking game. So that's really broken for this game. But yeah, I thought it was fun to show off this M60 at the end of the video. Yeah, I hope this video wasn't too chaotic, this review, but can you shut up, really?
You know, that's not such a bad idea.
I'm just waiting for this guy to
look into that. Thanks
shut
again,
up.
Deputy. Having the Copperhead back is one more step to ridding our home of this cult.
Okay, what I wanted to say is that, yeah, I really thought it would be fun just to record a review and just quickly say what I have to say, because you probably watched a lot of reviews, but this is my opinion. They could have done it better, I think, story-wise, and story-wise they could have done it a lot better. But yeah, unfortunately, this is what it is, and for the gameplay, for the exploring, it's still a good game. But again, don't expect too much of this game when it comes to storytelling. So yeah, hope you guys. Let's just kill him, yeah, there he is. Hope you guys liked this small review. Let me think what you guys think of it, what you thought of it. If you think that I should not do reviews anymore, let me know that as well. Be honest with me. And yeah, hope to see you guys at the next video. So take care and bye-bye.